Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. In the last video, I went through a dungeon and we got the revelation that Meteon is the cause of the final days. And now Hypnodeus and Emetselk and Hermes have had their memories wiped. So it's only me and Fanar that know all about this. Thou must live, die, and know. Fanar's watching you in quiet contemplation. Marish, now listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emetselk and Hypnodeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. So you're gonna turn yourself into Heidelin and... Oh... God, I hate time loops. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of Propylion. Alright. Now, in between videos, I unlock flying. So lovely I can skip over these mobs. I gotta say, some of the side quests I've been picking up just for the ether currents have been interesting. Say the least. Like there's an ether current side quest up here which has you find a student, and it turns out that the student had been tasked with finding a flower for Metron that he wanted to give to Logrif. And yeah, it's just little things like that. Now I gotta wonder, who was it? Why can't I think of the bloody name? I'm sorry, Elidibus. Elidibus said he thought he saw us. So, is this going to happen in this scene? Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vanar, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Movie episode. Although, you know, last time was a movie episode as well. After the dungeon.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home. May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, We might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiark! God born of our boundless faith! We bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential. In his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
I hope I don't get copyright for this song.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Sheesh. I have two options. Okay. Okie dokie. They are not going to believe this, are they? No, they are not. And yet it happened. It has happened. So since we're here in Charlene, we gotta go to the second half of Labyrinthos next, surely. And then it's the last zone. Whatever the hell the last zone is. Ay, ay, ay. Right, let's get back to normal. Well, I say normal. Okay, give that a minute. A minute. Dare I ask what the instances are like? Not as bad as day one still. Come on. It's taking a bit. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's pretty bad MS. I don't know why I have that. Huh. That is weird. Talk to Kyle in the main hall. Okie dokie. So Kyle, turns out I didn't know what the source of the final days is. It's a bunch of winged girls crying about oblivion. You've been back for turning up exactly when needed, and this is no exception. Marshall, impeccable timing as always. I heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so happens to be the case, while you're away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Aww. Carrying our song. Carrying our song. Please tell me there's a bleed dark mode for this. El Pipharos. Okie dokie. Right then. I should really open some of these. Yeah. Let's make a bit more room. And we get to go. Okay, Kryl. As the heavens burn. Though you and Kryl both have news to share, hers is perhaps more urgent. No, mine is. I know the bloody source. So, have you learned aught more of the final days? Yes. Yes, I have. Then the journey was well with the task. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time in the First, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. To try and ascertain the where and why of it, Alizé and Alphino have been travelling all over. Of all the regions they've visited, Locus Sermonus is one of the worst affected even. Thancred, Astinian and Grohar took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succour to those in need. But the province is vast. They've only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, Ishtola and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Hydaelyn in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tadu and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the forum. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon. An ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You will also recall the proposal issued by Master Falchenald to the people of radz-at-han. Following the discussion, Vitra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wish to evacuate to accept the forum's invitation. So far, so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon and serve their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage for the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphino, Alizé, Astini and Grohar travelled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now the final days have come to Garlemald. Oh, fuck. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Falchenald. Then the panic broke out, and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shell went completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon is spread to the capital. Oh god, they're already fucked before. The others need you, Marishna. Please, you must help them. Alright, back to Garlemald. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was the first port of call, so you'd best start there. Hopefully, Lucia will know where they are. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you'd best take every possible precaution. Is this going to be a trial? Well, we're overdue a trial right now. Level 88. Well, I'm glad I'm at that level. Alright, Camp Broken Glass. I have a feeling there isn't going to be enough XP to get me to 90. So we're possibly in the last 20% of the game. Or at least this MSQ. Unless there's a bunch of level 90 quests, in which case, fuck. Yeah, who knows. Although I've technically explored 3/4 of the new zones. So more like 75%? 75, 80? Ugh, apocalypse. Alright. I suspect I need to be here. Oh, fuck, it's gonna be a solo trial. Marishna, not a moment too soon. The skies of Garlemald will blaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacius that the forum's airship had landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you're ready to depart. Upon departing Magna Glacius, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. This might be another long video. I just had one. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with vote logs, log out from the game, and this progress will be lost. Okay, level 88. Let's go. Let's go. Things are really kicking off now. Earlier on the Magna Glacius. Or Magna Glacies. However you want to pronounce it.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same doom we fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense. How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair.
You shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
So who am I playing as? I'm playing as soon as it loads in. Wow, it's taking a while to load. Okay, 2000 MS, lovely. Would help if people loaded in. Oh god.
Help is at hand.
Come on, get up. Leave it here, diagnosis. Alright, doses. I assume the purples are the damaging ones. Yes. Okay, let's see. Restore. Magic barrier. Heal, 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 heal. Uninspected, damage over time. Okay. Oh no, you don't! No! God damn it. They're being overwhelmed by fear. Alphino, do what you can! Let's provide what succor I can. Oh! What? Okay, he's healing. Calm the distressed people. Calm the fuck down!
Easy now.
Now calm the fuck down! Might as well see you to safety. Alright, what's next?
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
While I'm waiting. Oh. Oh shit. Right, this gives you a shield. Damage over time. Props to Stinian for being the true off-tank. What would you expect me to do here? Starting to get the hang of those things. I don't think I am. Oh shit. Diagnosis. $200, $300.
It's like hard, but not hard enough.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's that section done. Jeez.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Whoa. That's a boss fight from Omega.
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Oh, nice. Way to get some brownie points with the other nations.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once. We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
I'm not fighting against him, am I?
Of that I've no doubt.
saviors the Imperial Army.
Yeah?
Oh,
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Your LB3 failed.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
I
To
wonder
be
who.
devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Okay, I'm gonna assume I'm playing as Alice. Well, luckily I know how Red Mage works. Yeah! Lovely. Right. Embolden! Oh, no, not that one. Embolden and go! So no way to break the chain of transformations. So let's see. Ishtola's with Matoya. Urion J's on the moon. Where's Fankred? Save me! I'm gonna. Watch out, Alice, this one's not like the rest.
I'm fine.
Wow, I could have just been doing this. Oh, that's on cooldown. Welp, oh.
Not today.
Come on, Grohar, let's keep you up, buddy. I'll say to the other side. Okay. Now, which one are you going to? Right, you're going to that one. Now's our chance. Understood. I was gonna say the limit break button isn't available yet.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, he can heal. But I kinda wanna heal myself. So I guess I'm just taking aggro then. Okay.
None to worry about.
Uh-oh.
The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
Which one? Well, I've wasted that one. on, you've given me a limit break.
Turnabout's fair play.
There it is.
On guard.
Ba-boom. Ooh. Okay, any others? Am I going to be playing Frankfurt next?
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palakar's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece.
Did they bring the baby?
Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
Ow. Oh, it's like that scene in the intro. Oh my god, it literally is. Except like Rahati has got the role of the main character.
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
You tell them, Grahatia.
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Speaking of darkness, I should probably turn the lights on. Hey, speaking of sword in the darkness, can I play as me? Hi, I'm back from the world unsundered. This is precisely why you should never skip your squat regimen. I'm back! You've done well in my absence.
I can look after myself, you know.
Yeah, you say that line from the trailer.
Everything's in order, I trust?
You could say that. Time loop completely circled around.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
There's the line from the trailer. Except we're not in Lenosia. Or Enosia. However you want to pronounce it. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
In the coming battle, you will fight as Mariashna Grandini. I have wanted to change the second name to Eternitia for a while. What am I gonna do? I'll just keep the second name as the dragon from Fairy Tale. And yes, that's where it's from. For those who have been asking, all 0 of you maybe? I don't know how the comments in this playthrough is going to be. I'm recording like months in advance at this point.
Just the beginning.
I hit the wrong button. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, now we're dealing with the bloody eye boss from the Omega raids. Lovely. Hey! Half no, heal Groha, please. Yeah, it's a five-man party. It's like, wow. Julius will see the refugees to safety. Woo, score 1 in the good books for Garlemald against decades of invasions. Yeah, they've got a bit, uh-oh. Keep calm and watch your step. Alright. I suppose that's 1 in the good books against decades of atrocities.
On your feet.
The end has come. But not you. Ow. God, if only I learned how to do this in the Tsukuyomi fight. I wouldn't have died so many times. Oh, that hit a bit. Come on, get a little puff up. Come on, I ain't a healer, so Alpha, no, you gotta get your sister up.
I am in your debt.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, I'm safe. That was too close. I don't know if that would have one-shot. Let's all find out. And ba-boom! Ooh. Oh nice, that's finally solved. I should probably do some map farming again. Yeah. That'll be in my off time. Like so many things are. Oh, come on, load the scene, please. Thank you.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you.
Say that to your children.
That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of radz-at-han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
More of them.
Xenos! Here! You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship. Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is, and has ever been, my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death! The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
That was a long cutscene. Not as long as last video, but... Alright, I need someone to zone in so I can end the video. I guess we have a party check. What's up, Julius? Or Julius? It's been a while since we last spoke. For some time, I was not myself. Lucia and the others told me what happened at night, and about the events that took place while I was receiving treatment. It was only then that I realized the lengths you and yours go to. I know I might never be able to repay you, but I'll be damned if I don't try. And most of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for everything you've done and continue to do for the sake of my people. At the very least, I'm glad our own members are accounted for. This is the contingent space of operations, I take it. Yes. We couldn't save them all, but if we arrived in later, it would have been a massacre. Things were looking bleak until you and the first showed up. I thought there'll be time later to discuss your journey to the first. Though there'll be time later to discuss your journey to the first, there is one thing I must ask. Did you perchance speak with our friends in the Crystarium? Which ones? Lena and Becklu both warned me against overexerting myself. Strange that they would express such similar sentiments, identical in fact, but their advice is duly noted. Alright, let's hope this doesn't lead to another cutscene. To see Xeno standing there, so uncaring and unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind. But looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they won't entice him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about that, it's good to see you again. Whoa. We still need to quiz you about your time on the first, if we ever get more than a moment's respite. Outside help. Okay, I guess I'm going to be doing that quest next time. So, this has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. In this video, I came back from the world Unsundered and I helped out in Garlemald. So now there's two areas that are suffering the apocalypse weather conditions. So I guess next time we're going to be talking to Lucia, probably talking about how we discovered the source of the final days, and maybe find a way to combat it. Maybe Sid will make us a spaceship. Would be nice. So, yeah, with that planned out, viewers, with my rambling hopefully now finally done, until next time.